From somewhere deep in the dark hollers of southeastern Kentucky, where the moon shines strong, the stories are strange, and your neighbor is probably your cousin. This is Appalachia, not so quiet. Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Hillbilly Phantom, and I'm here with my co-host and lovely wife,
Appalachian Shade.
Appalachian Shade, my darling. How are you doing today?
Good.
Doing good. Not had a rough day today?
No, I think I've had 2
Yes.
naps today.
Oh, you got more naps in today. She's always getting naps.
I'm all day.
It's been a rainy, kind of dreary day, so good day for naps. So, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Appalachia, Not So Quiet. You can listen to us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and iHeartRadio. Anytime, just look us up on any of those. You can check out our TikTok, not.so.quiet, right?
Mhm. That's where we share some of our content from some of our episodes.
Right. Not is KNOTT, by the way, for those that don't know. And as always, like, share, leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing.
Let us know what topics you're interested in.
Yeah, give us more topics to talk about. We have plenty of good ideas, but sometimes the audience might have better ideas.
Like tonight, we don't have a topic because it's No Niche Friday.
Niche.
Niche. So with this episode, we're gonna leave a poll for you guys.
Okay, no, wait, hang
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Let me spell this out, okay? All right. So my lovely wife, Shade, comes up with the idea, hey, let's just do whatever, free for all.
No Niche Friday.
A no niche Friday. And I said, niche? I think it's niche. And she's talking about the word CHE. And I said, honey, the word is niche. And she said, no, it's niche. I've always heard it as niche. And I said, well, I've always heard it as niche. So after a little back and forth, I look it up. I Google it. And sure enough, it's one of those words that's, I don't know, I guess there's just so many people that pronounce it differently. Both pronunciations are accepted.
And it shows our age gap. It's one of our age gap arguments.
She thinks because she's 5 years younger than me that people suddenly started calling it niche. It's niche. It will always be niche to me. You
Okay.
can't change it. But yeah, we decided we're going to put it up a poll for this episode. We're going to put up a poll of, do you think it's niche, as in pitch, rich, ditch, or do you think it's niche, as in sheesh, yeesh, niche?
So you either agree with Hillbilly Phantom or you agree with me, Appalachian Shade, because I'm right.
Yeah, right. I'm right. It's niche. So yeah, we'll let the audience decide that. But I'm still sticking with niche. I'm sorry.
Just
It's
shows your age.
always been niche. In fact, I just heard a guy on the news the other day, and he said something about people that fit into a certain niche, and I said, "Aha, it's niche." But nobody was around to hear it but me. So I want to thank everybody. I think on the last episode I said something about 100 listeners. Well, that's not individual listeners. That's actually we've reached like 160 something listens.
165.
It could be the same person listening 165 times.
No. If you like and follow, it's not going to track you over and over again. It's just that counts as one listen.
That's just one listen.
Yeah,
oh,
one
okay.
for one.
All right. So one device listens it.
We do encourage you to get on all of your devices and listen to the episodes over and over again.
Yeah, listen to it in like super stereo. Have it playing on all your devices at the same time. To really confuse yourself, put on a different episode on each device. So for our no niche Friday, I'm going to let my lovely nichey wife start out here. So what is it you're wanting to talk about?
Okay, so this is actually the most, I don't know if they're well known, because to me, the most well known peaks in Knott County are Bill D Mountain, Yellow Creek Mountain, Jones Fork Mountain, Holly Bush, those mountains. Some of these I've never heard of. So these are the highest peaks that are named in Knott County. I'm sure there's probably higher ones that's not named or you can't gain access to.
Highest named peaks in
yes.
Knott County.
Or summit. So the summits in Knott County. So, anyways, Knott County sits on the rugged Cumberland Plateau. And the first one that I found it's called Triple County High Point, which it's 2,375 feet. And you're able to see Knott, Letcher, and Pike counties from this area. And it is Arnold Fork, Kentucky, in the Kite area, Beaver Creek area.
So it's called the Tri-County Mountain because all three of these counties meet.
The Tri-County High Point is what they call it.
They all meet right there.
It could be named something different, but this is just what I found.
Oh, what you found. Okay.
Yeah. And these could be completely wrong. I don't know.
How many feet did you say it was?
2,375 feet high.
2,000. That's pretty high.
Yeah. And then that's followed by Trace Mountain, which is around Holly Bush and the Kite area.
This was some contention for me because on my end of Knott County, there is a Trace Mountain as well. And I thought that's the one that you were talking about there for a while when we were researching earlier.
Again, this could not be the name. It's just what was thrown out there for me.
Well, I mean, it's entirely possible that there's another Trace Mountain in Knott County.
But it says that it's located in Holly Bush, around the Kite and Caney area, Mullins Branch area. And it's 1,948 feet.
So that's good. Like 400 feet lower than the other one.
And then we have Chestnut Mountain and Yellow Mountain. So then they are both located in the Jones Fork.
Yellow Mountain, not Yellow Creek Mountain.
No, Yellow Mountain is what it says.
I don't think I know that one.
And Chestnut Mountain is 1,762 feet. It's, like I said, around the Jones Fork area, Shoe, Mousy, those kind of areas. And so is Yellow Mountain. So it's just north of Chestnut. And Yellow Mountain is 1,647 feet.
This is all, I'm assuming this is all above sea level.
Yes.
Footage. Yeah. Okay.
And then we have Gray Horse Hill and Potato Knob, and those are located in Vest. And Gray Horse Hill is 1,542 feet tall, and Potato Knob is 1,407 feet. And like I said, those are in Vest around like the eastern part of Knott County. And lastly, we have Big Lovely Mountain, and that's the one I actually pulled up first. So, and I had never heard of that before. 1,401 feet, and it is in it's on the Knott Perry line, so like Typo, the Sand Lick area, just off 80.
Big Lovely Mountain. Big Lovely Mountain. Man, that must have been hard to come up with that name. Man, look at that Big Lovely Mountain.
So here's my curiosity with those is we don't have an ATV, so I don't ride as much as everybody else. Are they accessible for ATVs and horses and hiking?
That's a good question because,
those are recognizable areas.
But they don't really make a big deal about mountains.
We need signage and because there's a lot of hikers, and we could pull a lot from Red River Gorge area because that's everyone I've ever met. It's like, oh, you live near the Red River Gorge. We go there all the time. It doesn't matter if we're in China. They're like, hey, we've been to the Red River Gorge. You're like 10 minutes down the road from there. Yeah, that's us. So with that, I mean, they're not huge mountains, but they could pull some, tourists.
Yeah, but I mean, they're plenty
to kind of advertise those.
They're plenty big enough, and like some hiking trails, and some of those cool little plaques that show like the elevator. Like I was saying, we don't seem to make a big deal about the mountains in our area, but you go driving over through Maryland and stuff, and every mountain, which they have really high mountains. I mean, they're like 1,000 feet or more over top of ours.
Yeah.
But you go up those mountains and you'll see the name of the mountain and the elevation of it. That's just driving down the road. They also have like hiking trails and things of that nature all over the place. So yeah, I think that'd be something cool. We got these cyclists, these bikers that come from different countries and stuff.
So yeah, mountain biking.
Right.
Start that. I mean, if these are like I said, accessible and they're not people's property, I don't know. I would assume not if they have names that they're.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they may belong to somebody. Maybe that's why we don't have anything like that.
Because I know the only hiking trails is usually around Car Creek Lake.
Right. But that'd be cool to see, though.
Yeah.
I mean, having some hiking trails, and like I said, singing trails, because people love doing the mountain biking thing. And
Not
they are,
me.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I
not for
know.
me. I mean, I wouldn't mind hiking them, but I'm not gonna ride a bike.
But we have these people that come over from like Germany and France and stuff just to ride around on our
Yeah.
beautiful roadways and stuff. You see them on 550 a lot coming through Hammond.
Yeah.
I would assume that there's probably some of them or other people that are into mountain biking and
Yeah.
like riding around these rough trails, through the mountains and stuff. So that'd be cool to see some of that.
I mean, like I said, it may already be accessible, it may not.
Yeah,
But that's
I mean,
just an idea I had when I read all that, and I was like, "That's interesting."
that's a cool tourist idea.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it probably would help out a little
because
bit.
not everyone. I love the horse trail ride. I love the ATV ride, but not everyone has
Yeah,
that luxury.
some people just like going and walking through the hills.
Yeah,
We could have
kind of
our very
slow.
own Appalachian Trail.
All right. Yeah, we could just kind of like slow down and take it all in instead of having to do the riding through on horses or ATVs. Just slow down and check
Right.
things out.
Yeah, like I said, some people just like to walk. And, they have the Appalachian Trail. We could have our own version. It'd be the Knott County Trail. Just be a hiking trail that kind of winds through some of those beautiful mountains.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah. I like that idea. But of course, we have to be careful because our beautiful mountains are being slowly taken over by an evil
It's not evil.
kudzu vines.
It's the vine that took over the South.
And they are terrible. I've been fighting them my whole life.
However, it's very misunderstood. So there's a lot of benefits from this.
Yeah, we've looked into it.
Though it's caused many headaches for everyone.
Right.
Me included. I hate seeing it start to come down the bank near the house. So
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I've been fighting it my whole life.
Yeah.
So the land where we live, that's where I've lived my whole life, basically. And yeah, it's getting taken over. We've been fighting it. Me and my dad and my uncles. We used to try to take care of it. We'd buy weed killer. Wouldn't even phase it. We'd burn it out and it'd be gone for that year. But then the next year, here it come back down the mountain, and it just keeps taking over. I've about given up on it. I don't know what to do about it. It seems like it just will not end. And the best I know that I've heard, the only way to actually kill it is to dig it up. It's just absolutely ridiculous to dig this stuff up because the roots are so deep and they spread out so far. They said the roots can weigh like 400 to 500 pounds. It's ridiculous. Okay, give me some information on kudzu, baby.
So it's been used for over 2,000 years in China, Japan, and Korea. So there, it's not treated as just a plant. They use it for medicines and stuff like that. I've got a list of those.
It does have a rich history of medical use.
So it arrived in the United States in 1876, and the Americans just fell in love with it. I mean, it is beautiful. It really is.
It's a scourge on our land.
But it is very pretty, especially when the flowers are on it. So, and they liked it because it was fast growing and lush. It grows at a foot a day, and it swallows everything inside: trees, homes, telephone poles.
It does. It swallows
outbuildings. Okay, so by the 1930s and 40s, during the Dust Bowl, the United States government had encouraged farmers to plant it to kind of keep the dust down.
Right. Yeah, that's how they sold it as a cure to help with like soil erosion.
And they were paying the farmers to plant this stuff.
Right. Yeah, because you had the farmers; they were digging up the soil for the farms. Yeah. You had the railroads that were digging up the soil, laying down the railroad tracks and things, and they were like, "Oh, this is a good, easy way to keep all the plant life down around these things."
It's like there's no harsh winters that can hold it back.
It has no predators.
Oh, it can it grow a foot a day.
Except me.
So by the 1950s, the U.S. government and everyone's kind of like, okay, this has gotten out of hand. We got to do something about it. So today they say it covers over 7 million acres of southeastern United States. I feel like it covers like all the land we own.
Yeah, so. It's real bad. Like if you go down south, it is really bad. You get down through Georgia, and you'll see just miles and miles along the roadside of nothing but kudzu. They have completely engulfed all of the trees and everything.
So researchers have now, they've been studying kudzu, and I'm like, well, there has to be something we can do with this plant. Is it possible we could turn this nuisance into a blessing? Maybe. So here's some things. Right. here's some things that we could use it for. So it has culinary uses. They use it like as a thickening agent, and I've actually done this before. I've used it in my potato soup and
Soup?
yeah, and my gravy before, and you can't really taste anything. It's just like
Right.
I don't know, a
Like you
woodsy,
said, just
it's
agent.
bland. There's nothing
Yeah.
really any taste to it.
It doesn't add anything to the flavor or take away from the flavor.
Yeah, it just thickens it.
It's just thickening.
Yeah. So they make herbal teas out of it to help
That yeah, I've heard about that.
calm your
That's
digestive system.
yeah, that's the main way the Chinese and stuff used it.
They use fermented kudzu occasionally to make traditional alcohol brewing.
Oh, you can get drunk off a kudzu?
Maybe
Hmm.
need some kudzu bourbon or kudzu moonshine.
We'd be rich if we could figure this out.
And the leaves are edible. People use it to make they make salads out of it, kind of like you would use spinach.
Really?
Yeah, in a salad or put it in soups.
Give me a leafy bed of kudzu with my salad.
And I've actually seen this sold at the farmer's market. Jelly. So they take the purple flowers
Yeah,
of the
the
jelly
flower.
and make purple jelly out of it.
And it's supposed to be really good.
It's really pretty. It's so pretty you don't want to eat it.
I've not had the opportunity to try it. But from what I hear, it's supposed to be really good.
So, in the environmental and agricultural uses for this, we could erosion control. Obviously, we've done that before because it helps stabilize the ground.
Right.
But it's
You got to
turning
keep
into a headache.
Yeah, you got to keep control of it as well.
Livestock fodder says that it can be fed to goats, cows, and pigs.
Now that's one of the few ways I've seen people actually handle it is if they have a pretty good number of goats that they will eat the heck out of that kudzu and keep it cleared off the land, or at least keep the vines at bay.
It's supposed to improve soil fertilization, which that's what it was brought here for. So it fixes nitrogen. It gets nitrogen from the air and helps fix the soil.
So it makes the soil more nitrogen rich. So it does help with farming and things of that nature.
Yeah, it does.
But it still takes over everything.
So, and the flowers are a source of nectar for bees in the late summer. So if you don't use it
well, that's jelly, good. You want the bees. Yeah, you definitely want the bees.
Gotta have bees to pollinate. So there's also industrial research been done on this.
Industrial. It has industrial uses.
Biofuel potential. Biomass makes kudzu a candidate for ethanol production.
That makes a lot of sense. Because, I've actually worked at some plants where they make biodiesel, and they use all kinds of plant rubbish and things to grind up and make into this biodiesel. Some
of the compounds of the kudzu, I'm gonna guess maybe the roots probably has a natural pesticide that helps repel insects.
What?
Yep.
Okay, so that's why the bugs don't eat it. I knew it. It has a defense against bugs. I always wondered that because they'd eat the heck out of our garden, but the kudzu vines that are threatening to enter our garden, they're not even touching them.
So let's get on over to the health benefits of this.
Health benefits.
So general health benefits. It has antioxidant properties that help protect cells from oxygenation, stress, and free radical damage. Anti-inflammatory effects. So that's going to help with like your arthritis. I don't know.
That could be very helpful.
Yeah, like your organs and things can get inflamed as well. So
yeah, inflammation, that would be a big, because got a lot of people that suffer from arthritis. I wonder how effective it is, like how big of a dose you need and all that. So, I wonder if we have a kudzu farm possibly on our land.
Has a detoxification support, so assist in the liver and breaking down and removing toxins. Immune support, so it enhances immune function and resistance to illnesses. And brain and nervous system, so it has cognitive support, may improve memory, learning, and focus. Also seen that it could help with Alzheimer's and dementia.
Really?
It says it may reduce risk of Alzheimer's. Improves blood flow to the brain, so it can support better oxygenation and brain function.
Every man needs that blood flow to the brain.
Migraines and cluster headaches. That's all women need that.
From dealing with us men.
So, yeah. And then heart and circulatory system. So helps lower blood pressure, improves blood circulation, lowers cholesterol and triglycerides. So
this is sounding like one of those really good medications. Like everybody should be using it.
Yep, protects against heart disease.
Natural remedy, as it were.
Well, like I said,
Right.
China, Japan, and Korea have been using it for 2,000 years.
Right. They already knew something because they've been using it for medical reasons for forever.
It improves insulin sensitivity. Like if you have pre-diabetes, could be something
So
you
it
could
even
look
help with
at.
sugar.
And it helps regulate your blood sugar, of course. Supports weight loss by reducing your cravings
Weight loss.
for
That's how we
sugar.
sell it.
By reducing sugar. It also may help balance your hormones. So it contains plant estrogen. So it could be especially beneficial to women going through menopause.
Oh, it has
Yeah.
estrogen in it? Okay, so the guys need to stay away from this. This is a female
This is
plant.
not pure estrogen. This is some kind of binding estrogen that's helps just with premenopausal symptoms. It's not going to make you want to turn into a woman or anything.
It's not going to make me
Right.
trans.
So like I said, liver and detoxification. It's got liver support, protects against fatty liver disease. And this is one of the coolest ones. It aids in alcohol detoxification and it reduces alcohol intake and supports withdrawal. So, what I read is it kind of makes them feel like they've had enough.
Okay, so it doesn't
Like,
make them sick or anything. It just
no,
oh, that's enough
if you're
alcohol.
normally drinking 12 beers a day, maybe you've had enough at 6 beers when you take Kudzu.
And they do have like kudzu supplements. Like you can buy
You
it.
can buy it over the counter.
Yeah, at what GNC and things of that nature. I assume
So
online.
It helps reduce anxiety and stress. It may help with depression.
Man, I'm telling you, these goats and deer have it figured out. They're chewing on that stuff and not depressed at all.
So again, reduces alcohol cravings and may reduce tobacco and nicotine cravings.
Tobacco and I could use that. I could use a reduction in that.
And it's been known to relieve sinus pressure and congestion, like you
I
have a
could definitely
cold.
use that.
Yeah, and it helps with seasonal allergies.
Yeah, I'm
believe it or
bad with
not,
the seasonal allergies.
because it may moderate your histamine response.
I always blamed it on the kudzu, so
And
but maybe it could have helped me this whole time.
they traditionally use it for colds and flus to treat fever, chills, and sore throat. And then, of course, bone and joint health.
Okay, so pretty much here's what we need. We need somebody out there to figure out the logistics of harvesting kudzu properly to get everything you need to do all these wonderful things.
Just saying, you could turn this nuisance into something that benefits everyone.
Right. I'm just wondering how we would go about that. Like, can we say, hey, we got a kudzu farm over here because it's just growing everywhere, and then sell it to somebody maybe?
I'm still not done with my list of benefits.
It's worth a holy cow! You still got more?
I still have more.
Okay, let's keep going.
So women's health, like I said, it eases menopause symptoms, supports estrogen balance, and may help with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, PMS. See, some women need that. Hormonal imbalance, eases upset stomach, may help with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and it can be an antibacterial or antiviral. So it may inhibit certain bacteria and viruses.
So yeah, it's just good for you all around.
Yeah, but I do want to state this is only for entertainment purposes. I am not a doctor.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you plan on taking this for like blood pressure or diabetes, something along that lines, or I've even seen an article that it can help with breast cancer. So talk to your doctor before you start this.
Yeah,
and make
absolutely.
sure it's right for you. You know.
Yeah, always consult with your physician, your family doctor, or something before starting any kind of.
I'm just stating the reasons that we could use this plant.
Right. It seems like it has a lot of benefits. And
to rid of it and to make it benefit us.
And I'm confused. I'm just wondering, like, is there some kind of logistical problem issue with cultivating it and all that? Because it seems like if it has all these benefits, that maybe we could save the South by harvesting the kudzu.
Of course, you don't want the kudzu that's like directly beside the road that they are spraying with pesticides or weed killer. You don't want that. So you want to probably go deeper in the hollers, kind of like where we're at. That's nothing sprayed on them.
Well, like I said, that's the only real way to get rid of them, anyways, to get the roots. Or well, it actually says to get the crown, and not quite sure how deep the crown is, but it's the top of the root. So if you can get down to that, and cut the crown off. And they can range anywhere from pea size to basketball size. These things get huge, like 20-foot long roots weighing 400 or 500 pounds. So it's ridiculous. But the roots are part of the medicinal properties. Like if you use the roots for certain things, and then the vines themselves, the flowers, they're good for things. So you
Right.
need the whole plant.
Well, even the vine, like I think you probably could make grease or something out of it. So if you don't, I mean, for
Right.
decoration. So there's uses for it. We just got to figure out
Right.
what we're gonna do with it.
Right. Like I said, it has to be a logistical thing where it's just too difficult to go in and harvest this kudzu because of the way you have to remove it.
I wonder if it's just because people's like they're afraid to disturb the land. Maybe
Maybe. I mean,
things can always be planted back.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean the trees and bushes and things they're going to hold the soil just fine. We don't need the kudzu. Let's get rid of that stuff because I really want it gone. I'm sick of it. Sick of looking at it. Sick of fighting it every year. Just a never-ending battle. My father fought it before me, and I guess my sons will be fighting it after me. Never ending. So yeah, kudzu. Everybody check into kudzu. It might be worth it. Really.
yeah,
The medical benefits sound pretty incredible.
but talk to your doctor.
And yeah, of course, talk to your doctor. And try out. I'm sure you can probably find in the springtime, I guess, whenever the kudzu flowers.
Oh, it's late summer.
Oh, it's late summer when it flowers? Oh, okay. So maybe late this summer, early this fall, you might be able to find some of that kudzu jelly. I'd like somebody to tell me if that's any good or not. Because you read about it online, and it sounds like it's delicious. But yeah, we need to try some of that out. I'm sure there's got to be some kind of farmer's market thing or
Yeah,
something somewhere.
I've seen it at the Knott County Farmers Market.
Okay.
I never bought it. But it was really pretty pink color.
A pink color. I figured it'd be purple because the flower is kind of like a purplish. That's weird. Huh.
Well, I guess it depends on how deep the color is because it's actually different shades. Some of them may be darker than others.
Oh, okay.
It just depends.
That's cool. So yeah, everybody check out kudzu. It may be a benefit and not a nuisance. You never know. But to me, it's been a nuisance and will continue to be. So we're going to take a shift here. My no niche Friday is I wanted to talk about some of the famous people from Knott County. Well, I mean, kind of famous. I'm sure I'm probably missing some. I just got a few people here that I found out were from Knott County. Some I already knew were from Knott County. And I thought it was pretty interesting. Some of the more famous figures that have come out of Knott County. Now, the first I have is a guy named Robert Conley.
Never heard of him.
He was actually a professional baseball starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies in 1958. I didn't know we had any MLB stars out of Knott County. That was a new one on me. Sadly, he passed away in 2022 at the age of 88 in Whiting, New Jersey. It's where he was living at the time. But he was born February 1st, 1934, from Mousy, Kentucky. Yeah, so we had all kinds of pretty great athletes that have come out of Knott County, but I'd never heard about him. So that was a totally new one. I did come across some representatives, like Kentucky state representatives in Congress that were from Knott County.
Yeah, but weren't they just doing their job?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It's just cool that the people that were up in Washington representing Kentucky were, at least one of them was from Knott County. That's kind of cool. So the other one, some people may know him, some people may not. Banjo Bill Cornett. He was born in 1890, but it doesn't say exactly where. It just says Knott County, Kentucky. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly where at in Knott County that Banjo Bill Cornett came from, what corner of Knott County. But he was also a state representative, and believe it or not, Banjo Bill is the man who was thought to have originally written Man of Constant Sorrow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, made famous by Allison Krauss and Union Station, but it's thought that Banjo Bill, he was the man who actually wrote it. In fact, some of his family say they have early memories where they recall him singing and picking that song around the house. So there you go. Banjo Bill Cornett from Knott County wrote one of probably the more famous bluegrass songs, I guess, out there, since it was featured in a movie, Man of Constant Sorrow. That's pretty cool.
Brother, where art thou?
Yeah. Brother, where art thou? Now, of course, we can't talk about famous people from Kentucky without mentioning Rebecca Gayheart. I don't know that she's really had much to do with the area since she left.
She comes in and visits
She
family.
does? Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Because I know there was some people back in the day. I remember being kind of off put by her because she would always say, "Oh, yeah, I'm from Lexington, Kentucky," or something like that. Or the closest she would get is Hazard, but she never really said, "I'm from Pine Top, Kentucky."
Well, due to paparazzi reasons and things like that, she was kind of didn't want everyone to know where she lived.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. You know, the paparazzi might be showing up at her family's house.
And those coming into Knott County.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
So, but my aunt used to do her mom's hair, and they are really nice people.
Yeah, really good
So,
people. Yeah.
and her dad used to drive a coal truck, where my up the holler where my grandparents lived at, and I remember my grandpa stopping her dad one day and asking if he could bring me and my cousin an autograph. So I had an autographed picture of her.
Oh,
And he
really?
brought it. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
See, I
Yeah,
don't even remember Rebecca. Like, I remember the Noxzema commercials. I remember she was the Noxzema girl,
I remember seeing her in the JCPenney catalogs and stuff modeling clothes.
but I don't remember anybody. When those Noxzema commercials were around, I don't remember anybody going, "Hey, yeah, that's Rebecca Gayhart right down the road." Nobody ever said that. It wasn't until like 94, 95 when the TV series Earth 2 came out, like a little science fiction series. It only lasted one season. It wasn't that good, but she was on it, and I think it may have been my brother because me and him watched it all. I think he may have been the first one to tell me. Said, "Yeah, that's Rebecca Gayhart. She's from right down the road." I was like, "What?" There's some you know Hollywood personality type person who's from Knott County. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she left here at a young age. So
Right.
that's
Yeah, she
probably
left when she
why.
was like 15
Yeah,
to pursue like a modeling career and all that. That's how she ended up in the Noxzema thing.
yeah.
And she wasn't a terrible actress or anything. I've not seen her anything in a while. Has she been in anything
No,
recently?
no.
Yeah,
I think the last series I seen her in anything was Dead Like Me.
Dead Like Me. Okay, yeah, Dead Like Me. She did several television series, made appearance on a bunch of different stuff. She was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood back in 2019,
And
I think.
she was on Jawbreaker. Was she in Scream? I know she was on 90210.
Yeah, she was in 90210. She was in Scream 2. Urban Legend.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was another big one she was in. But yeah, she hasn't done anything in probably the last 5 or 6 years, so she's been kind of quiet. But I mean, she's a pretty good actress. I like a lot of the movies she's been in, some of the series. But I remember really liking the Urban Legend movie. I watched it several times.
And she was back in the 90s, mid 90s. Remember when MTV would have like the celebrity basketball things or whatever? And she was a basketball coach for one of the teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she's like, I got all this experience because I watch Kentucky basketball. And she actually did a really
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah.
And she did play basketball for Car Creek. So, and
Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know that either. But yeah, you got to throw that big blue Wildcats.
right.
You got to throw that around if you're from Kentucky. Okay, then after Rebecca, I have a poet that's from Hyman. A lot of people may know him. Some of the younger folks may not. James Steele, born July 16th, 1906, and passed away on April 28th, 2001. Poet, novelist, folklorist, lived his life in a log house along Dead Mare Branch of Little Car Creek, Knott County, Kentucky. He was best known for his novel River of Earth, which depicted the struggles of coal mining in eastern Kentucky. So that puts a big damper on stupid hillbillies that can't read and write.
And the Hyman Settlement School actually named one of their buildings after him. Like James
That's
Steele
right.
Learning Center.
Yeah,
So,
and his final resting place is right there too, isn't
at
it?
the Hyman Settlement School.
Yeah.
Up on the hill there where the chapel is.
Yeah, yeah. There's like a little chapel there, and his grave's right there. So yeah, pay respects to great poet and novelist from Knott County. Go over there and lay a flower on his tombstone, right up on the hill. So yeah, James Steele, he was one of 9 siblings, and his dad was actually a horse doctor, but he had no formal training.
Hmm.
But apparently, he was good enough that everybody just took their horses to him. He was a good horse doctor. I guess you didn't have to have a formal degree.
Really not back then.
Yeah, back then, like everybody knew the common problems with horses and things of that nature, knew how to take care of them. And for the people who didn't, they'd just go to somebody who did.
Yeah.
Pay 'em. Say, "How's my horse doctor?" So yeah, James Steele, great poet, novelist, folklorist. Check him out.
He has several books.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot more books. I just read off the River of Earth. That was like his most famous, I guess. But yeah, he's got a lot of books. Hounds of the Mountain, On Troublesome Creek, Way Down Yonder, Pattern of a Man, Jack and the Wonder Beans, The Wolf Pen Poems, 40 Creek, a novel about an Appalachian boyhood. He's got a lot. And his novels or his collections of stories have been published from 1937 all the way up to 2012. So he's still pretty relevant and important. People still study his works. And finally, I wanted to talk about this one. I don't even know if my older brother, who is a veteran, he's in the military, or well, he was in the military. He's retired, but he was in the military. He's always been a big military guy. And I'm sure he probably knows about this dude, but I don't remember ever hearing about this guy. It seems like I've seen the name, I've heard the name, but I don't remember ever hearing his story or anything. So there was a guy named McCoy Reynolds. Okay, McCoy Reynolds was born September 23rd, 1916 in Pipapassus, Kentucky. He enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps in Louisville, Kentucky, January 23rd, 1942. So America is just joining the war effort. I'm guessing he's probably among those young people who jumped up when Pearl Harbor happened.
Right.
And yeah, I
Let's
want to
get
go.
'em.
Let's go get them. You know, a lot of that happened with 9/11. After 9/11, there was a huge boost in recruitment for people who were like, yeah, let's go get these SOBs for what they've done. So that kind of thing happened back then. So I'm sure this young man is, what is he, 24, 25, 26? Yeah, he's 26. Goes and enlists. He didn't make it though. He was killed in action on Guadalcanal, November 25th, 1942. So he wasn't even in the war for a year, and sadly he perished in the war. But the reason he did is because he boldly exposed his position and attacked a Japanese machine gun nest.
Wow.
Yeah. This dude he was like, you know what? In order to save and defend my fellow soldiers, because this was at Henderson Field, in order to help protect my fellow soldiers, I'm just going to come running out and attack this nest. And that's exactly what he done. And he died, but he took out the nest. He took them out.
Bravo.
And he was posthumously awarded the Silver Star for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity without regard for personal safety. So a total badass from Knott County. He jumped up. He said, you know what? I ain't going to let these guys take out my fellow soldiers. And he jumped out there and took them on.
That's awesome.
But then just not even a year later, the McCoy Reynolds destroyer was named in his honor. She was laid down by the Federal Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company, Newark, New Jersey, November 18th, 1943, and was launched on February 22nd, 1944. Sponsored by Mrs. Tilden Reynolds and commissioned at Brooklyn Navy Yard, May 2nd, 1944. And this destroyer went on to be a little badass of its own throughout the war. It did a lot of damage, and it served all the way up until the Vietnam War. So that's pretty cool. A great hero that came from right down the road. I mean, there's plenty of heroes that have come out of our
I
county.
wonder if it's just in like a scrapyard now, or it
I
would be
don't know.
something that would be cool to brought back and
Yeah,
displayed in Knott County.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that they would. They usually display those on at naval bases and stuff on the water.
We can put it over on Carfork Lake.
But hey,
come on.
Hey,
We can put it in the middle of the troublesome.
Have them strip it down, bring it down
just
here
like
to Car Creek.
a museum area.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They should have like
we have the tank, Holly Hill.
Right. Yeah, we got the tank. Why can't we bring a destroyer and sit it right there in the parking lot?
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Even if it's just a part of the ship.
Yeah. If we could have like just a little part of the ship, or I mean, like I said earlier with the mountains, just a plaque.
Yeah.
that kind of tells this dude's story. Maybe there is. Maybe I've missed it. Maybe I've missed it somewhere. I don't know. But I guess it's possible there could be some kind of plaque or something around Hyman about this dude. Like I said, it seems like I've heard the name before and read the name before, but I think that's the first time I ever heard the story.
Yeah.
Read the story. Whatever. So yeah, I thought that was really awesome. Thanks to my brother, I'm kind of a big military, I'm not as big as he is or his son. But I really like the military history stuff, especially World War II era stuff. It's really cool, really interesting. Pick up a book, learn some history. So there you have it. That's our
No Niche Friday.
No Niche Friday. Yeah. We'll figure out how to do this poll thing. We'll see what the audience thinks. Like I said, be sure to like, share, comment.
Yeah,
give us some ideas.
Yeah, give some ideas of topics you're interested in.
Tell us your stories. Let us know if maybe you want to come on, because we can do like phone calls with our little setup here, and we could have you on the air, and you could tell your story, whether it be just memories of your life in Knott County or something interesting about Appalachia, maybe a ghost story.
Try to keep it positive.
Strange creature encounter, things of that nature.
Keep it positive.
But always keep it positive. So once again, I want to thank everybody. We've been getting a lot more listens than I thought we would. I really hope that we can keep doing this. There's a lot of people out there that have gave us some positive feedback. Some people that have helped us improve.
Called you out on stuff.
Yeah, called me out on stuff. Hey, I get things wrong. I'll never claim to be 100%.
Yeah, we're not, 100% accurate.
We're not scientists. We're not doctors. We're not really professionals of any kind. But
it's just our take on things.
Right. We just
what information we found.
Right. We just like to kind of talk it out, see where we stand on these important issues. So thank you, everybody, for all the love, all the listens. Keep it up. We'll keep trying to entertain you. Remember you can always listen to us on Spotify,
iHeartRadio,
Amazon Music, and
Apple Podcast.
And check out our TikTok. Of course, we'll put up a little TikTok video relevant to whatever episode we've done. I don't know if we can do one for this one. Maybe we'll post some information about Kudzu.
And if you're hunting for the poll, it probably will be on Spotify.
Yeah, because that's where that's mainly where we do our podcast. So I guess it doesn't transfer to the others.
It may. We've never done this before. It may transfer to the other.
Well, this is an experiment. Go listen to us on every single one of those and see if the poll pops up.
Yeah.
We'll try that.
And agree with me on every single one. Because I'm right.
Yeah. I have to say that. She's always right. Not always right. From us to you, thanks for listening. I am Hillbilly Phantom.
And I'm Appalachian Shade.
And this is Appalachia Not So Quiet. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care, everybody. Watch out for them boogers.